Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Games. Welcome back for like the 4th or 5th time today. A lot is going on. I posted videos on Mario and Luigi. I posted videos on the Pokemon Leagues. I also posted a video on the Switch Online Playtest earlier today. Go check out that so you can get caught up on everything we're talking about today. But people have officially data mined this playtest. And I have to say, after looking at all of the information we have, you know, people are still debating whether or not this will be an actual game, and this is like the identity of the game. People are speculating if it is just a test of features, and that it will be used for future Nintendo games. I think it is pretty conclusive, in my opinion, after looking at the data mine. This is a full game that is going to see a release. This is a new IP from Nintendo's EPD4, the team that makes Nintendo Switch Sports, the team that made, you know, Brain Training and Ring Fit Adventure. It is that team, seemingly. I think this is a full new IP that we will probably see in the very near future, maybe even this year, maybe next month in terms of like an official reveal. Let's talk about this data mine because there is a lot to get into. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the channel. I have to say thank you so much for the support on my Switch Online Playtest video that I posted. I posted it at like 3 a.m. I was really worried that it wouldn't do well, but you guys killed it on that video, so I wanted to get this one up as fast as possible, covering the data mine leaks. Now, over on Blue Sky, bluesky.app or bsky.app, you can find this user. Their name is @sky.femboyfurry.net. They are doing God's work data mining this game and showing us a ton of stuff, including the music. And that's actually the first thing I want to talk about here. There are, I believe the count is 75 music tracks that were data mined. That is my first inclination that I think this is a full game. That's a full OST. That's a full soundtrack. If this were just for this playtest, if this were just for, you know, testing future, maybe Splatoon games, Animal Crossing games, features that would be implemented in that, you know, server, dedicated server, stress test, that kind of thing. If this were just for that, if this was not going to be a game that gets a full proper release, why would there be so much music? That really does not add up to me. There is a ton of music in this game, and while I can't play it in this video, go check out their Blue Sky account to take a look at it. The music is really, really good. It's giving me those, like, almost Wii era vibes, those very uniquely Nintendo vibes I'm getting from this music. Some of them kind of sounds like funky, almost like Splatoon-esque, I would say, as well. Great OST. I haven't listened to everything. Like I said, there's like 75 songs. I'm actually downloading the Google Drive right now so I can listen to it all. They uploaded an entire Google Drive link with the entire soundtrack for this game, so you can go check out that. But yeah, the soundtrack is really good, and it's also very huge, which to me is a major indication that this is a full game. I also mentioned in my video earlier this morning, or late last night, I guess, depending on where you are, I noticed in the FAQ on the website, it says that you can change your name in game every 30 days. However, the playtest only lasts 14 days. So in my opinion, that's another major hint that this is not just a playtest for a random assortment of ideas. This is an actual video game seemingly developed by EPD4, and we'll start there. They say here, codename for the playtest is Rockstock, which maybe has something to do with all the blocks that you're stocking up. That's probably nothing. That's probably not what that means. But the codename is Rockstock, likely developed by EPD4 using MPLN netcode. So, I mean, EPD4, I was saying in my videos, like, that is all over this game. You can tell by the screenshots that have come out, by the music. Like, this is very clearly a weird, creative Nintendo game, which is what EPD4 does. If you're not familiar with Nintendo's internal kind of planning divisions and their development structure, EPD4 is the team that brought us Nintendo Labo. They are the team that brought us Switch Sports, Ring Fit Adventure. They brought us Game Builder Garage. Game Builder Garage really feels like a stepping stone almost to what this is. I was talking to my friend Abram, and he made a funny joke. It was like, the little domino is that Project Giant Robot demo that Nintendo showed at E3 back in like 2014, which then got turned into Nintendo Labo, the Project Robot or Giant Robot kit that we got. Then from there, because Labo failed so drastically, they made Game Builder Garage kind of out of the scraps of what Labo was. And now we're getting this evolution that feels like of Game Builder Garage. And the more I think about it, the more I look at all the information we have, this is really starting to sound like Nintendo's Roblox game, which is really just crazy, you know? There's like a ton of references to like user-generated content and stuff and how you can share things, and they don't really specify what that is, but that makes me think you can like make games in this because there's like health bars and enemies, there's combat reference in the ESRB description and in the website itself. So I think this is Roblox. I think this is a Nintendo family-friendly, very moderated version of Roblox, developed by EPD4, kind of using what they learned from Nintendo Labo and, most importantly, Game Builder Garage. All right, so they've literally been just going through the actual files in the game, and they say here, there seems to be mini games that you can play through this little generic editor form. And this is a lot of like really basic mini games that you would expect. Maybe this is what you play in the dev core, which we know is like the hub for this game. You can play Breakall, Center Grid, Center Image. I don't know if those are actual games. Connect 4. Connect 4 is in the game. Reading through here, Falling Block. That was making me think maybe there's like a Fall Guy style mode in this. Maybe there is. Maybe this is like a Fall Guy style thing as well. That could totally be. Friend Checker, Hot Spring. We heard about the Hot Spring in the FAQ. That's how you charge your energy level, because there's going to be an energy level, and that's how you do certain tasks. There's a Lights Out, Lucky Chair, Omikuji, Quick Gun, Reversey, Roulette, as well as shooting. So guns, shooting, maybe that's going to be the mechs, as we'll talk about. Apparently there's mechs in this game. Now, obviously, I don't know what omikuji means, so I googled it real quick here. It says omikuji are fortune slips that are a popular part of visiting Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples in Japan. So maybe the omikuji minigame in this is like you just get a fortune every day or something. That'd be kind of interesting. And kind of just, more things to do in the hub of this game, the dev core. So you just have this whole like social experiment. You can go and play some Connect 4. You can do the hot springs, recharge your energy with some friends. You can do the omikuji, get your fortune told. Like, there's just a lot of like very casual activities going on in the dev core, which I'm not sure how like long lasting that would be for me, but at the very least on like a surface level, it sounds like a lot of fun to do with friends. There's another one here. She says, so it has mechs, and there's just a ton of different mechs listed here. So Mech Bite, Mech Boat, Mech Connect Slide, Mech Crane level 1 through 4, Mech Destroy, Mech Disconnect, Mech Drill, Elevate, Farm, Laser, Lift, Plane, Plant, Shave, Slide, Throw. So I wonder if these are actual mechs, and maybe that's part of how the combat works. Maybe this is part of the user-generated content. Maybe you can make these. Maybe you can make actual mechanical objects like this. Even someone in the replies here says mech equal mechanical. These are mechanics to help build, so, we're placing blocks and stuff. Maybe, right? Or maybe they could also be used for combat. I mean, they talk about mech laser and mech throw and mech destroy. Like, maybe these aren't just for placing objects. Maybe these are also for combat as well, and maybe that's what the combat looks like, because we don't know what the combat is. We know you have a health bar, and we know there is combat, and they reference enemies on the FAQ, but we don't know how that works. We don't know if you have like a sword or what, but if you have like a mech that you get in or something, if that is what this ends up being, maybe that's what it is. Maybe like you're punching with your mech. I'm not too sure, but yeah, apparently there's mechs, or at the very least, there's all these different objects. Maybe if it's not even like a Gundam style mech, even if it is just standing for mechanical, you have like a drill you can use, an elevate you can use, a farm, you can use a laser, a plane, so you can fly around maybe, plants, shave. What does shaving do? Like, what does that do? What does that mean in the context of this game? This is also another thing that I think points and suggests that this is a full game and not just for this. They actually have some text relating to your character and your character creation that seem to indicate that this game has lore. I mean, they're joking in their post, but like actually though, like there's actual lore here. So it says, but worry not, with my power, I may be able to rebuild you stronger than you were. Let us begin with your hair. Do you remember its color? Remaking your body. Very good. And now your skin tone, if you please. Excellent. And thus your body, now better suited for your adventure, has been remade. Though compared to your old form, this one may take some getting used to. So it sounds like there's some sort of like god figure in this game that's recreating you as the cute little caveman. That I can put up a little image here that my girlfriend Olivia drew. It's also in the thumbnail. Shout out to her. Amazing job on that. But there's some sort of like god or creator or whatever that's remaking you into a caveman so that you can work and do all these beacons and make all these planetarium domes and build up and light up this entire cave or dark planet, whatever it is. So that, once again, I think just to drive it home, I think suggests there is like an actual game here. It's not just them testing servers or testing for future multiplayer games. I think this is its own thing, because that is like actual... There's lore. There's context. That's not something you would put in this. If they were just trying to test features for Splatoon or Animal Crossing or something, there would be no reason to include that. There would be no reason to have 75 songs in the game, certainly either. A few more random things here. They say, I would like to grant you a beacon, however, it seems that you cannot carry any more pieces, with a capital P. Prepare some empty space, then return to me. You have proven yourself a very capable wheel in the machine of progress. I am pleased. And then there's just some stuff about like how they updated game content and like take the survey here, that kind of thing. But the usage of the word pieces, that is something I don't think we heard about at all on the FAQ or in the details on the website. Pieces, maybe that's just your inventory. Maybe that's what they call that, the pieces, because then you can have beacons. So you need to have, or I guess the beacon is a piece. So what are pieces? I guess those are just the items you have in your inventory or something. But that's a word we hadn't really seen used in the website. We have some information on the UGC. So if you missed my video this morning, basically to post user-generated content, you need to take an exam in the game. And they say here, user-generated content exam will be 20 questions long. Not kidding. So that's a pretty serious quiz to get verified and be able to post UGC. Creating and sharing deco is a great way to bring the community together, but it can also offend others. Before you start making deco, remember that our community guidelines apply. You must also pass the ... kind of just trails on there. So that's what it is. I guess like the UGC is like decorations, maybe? I'm not too sure. Now in this image here, they also have a string that specifically says, I guess this is a song. I'm scrolling it along here in OBS. BGM area PvP. So this game has PvP. I talked about that in my video last night because we literally saw that on one of the screenshots, there's like a sword clashing icon and there's like the red versus blue theme. So it seems like there actually will be really actual like PvP combat in this game, which is crazy. And yeah, here's just a couple more things about PvP or referencing PvP that is in the files of the game. So PvP as well as PvE, actually. That's interesting. I didn't notice that one before. There's also PvE. This is not just a prototype. This is a full video game. I know there's going to be some people like disagreeing with me still, but I think it is clear as day that this is like an actual EPD4 developed game that will release. Maybe I'll be wrong, but this seems like a lot of like actual like, this feels like a lot just to test some servers, you know? And that's actually about it. So once again, a huge shout out to Sky Femboy Furry on Blue Sky for data mining this and posting all the music and all the information that we just covered, because I think it gives us an even better picture of what this game is, or at the very least, it shows us this game is meaty. This is not just a prototype. This is something that has a substantial amount of content. It has tons of mini games. It has PvP. It has PvE. There's 75 songs in the soundtrack, which is a pretty beefy soundtrack. That's about the length of like a soundtrack for a full game. There's this very long 20-minute user-generated content test or exam that you have to take to even be able to post stuff. There's a lot we still don't know about what this is. We don't know how combat actually works. It sounds like there might be mechs, but also that might just be short for mechanical, which means maybe it's just for building blocks. I'm not too sure, but there's still a lot we don't know, and I'm very excited to get my hands on this and actually talk about it and you know, play it and get my hands-on impressions for you all, and also just to learn what this is. To me, it's sounding more and more like Nintendo's take on like a Roblox, where maybe you make games or something. Maybe that's what the UGC is. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Like I said in my video earlier this morning, I was kind of flip-flopping. I was like, is this a full game? Is this a prototype? But for me, after seeing all of this, after learning it's EPD4, once again, I think that's also important to note. EPD4 has not missed a year of the Switch. Basically, every single calendar year of the Switch, they have had their own game release. So in 2017, it was 1-2 Switch, of course. In 2018 and 2019, it was the Labo kits. In 2019, they also had Brain Training as well. In 2020, even, they had Jump Rope Challenge. In 2021, they had Game Builder Garage. In 2022, they had Nintendo Switch Sports, obviously, their biggest game on Switch, I would say. Also, Ring Fit Adventure in there somewhere. Did I mention Ring Fit Adventure? I think I might have missed that one, which is actually bigger than Switch Sports. Then in 2023, they had Everybody 1-2 Switch, which was co-developed with Indie Cube. And now, this could very easily be our 2024 game. I think, listen, I know I've talked a whole lot of smack on there being a November game this year. I don't know why I said smack, because I actually think there will be a November game this year, or at least I have talked about that a lot, where I think, like, yeah, November 21st, there's no game the week before Black Friday, like there always is, there has been for the past 20 years. I think there's a good chance that whatever this ends up being, this EPD4 game, whether it's called Connects or whatever, based on like the words we're hearing, maybe Connects is in the title, I think there's a good chance this is our November game. I think this could release next month even. It sounds pretty finalized. I know some people were commenting on my video saying like, oh, these designs look like prototypes. Do they though? Game Builder Garage kind of has the same vibe. I think this is a pretty finalized game. Maybe they'll polish up the visual some, but beyond the content of the game, yeah, maybe this test actually is to test the servers and see like how many people they can handle on screen at once. I mentioned in my video yesterday, like, oh, the most players Nintendo's done in a game like this is like 8 or something, which obviously is wrong. There's, Tetris 99 and F-Zero 99, so those are much bigger multiplayer games. But in terms of like a third-person action game, kind of like a Splatoon perspective or something like that, they haven't really done anything this big. So this is a big thing for them. They're going to have to test the servers. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all they have to do. Maybe the game is content complete. It's done. They just want to make sure the servers are ready to go before they release it. But also the way they're doing the marketing is weird. So maybe Maybe this is a 2025 game. I don't know. I would like to hear what you guys think in the comments down below with all this new information presented. I'm very excited for this. I think this is the best possible outcome. I gotta be honest. I know there's people disappointed that it's not GameCube NSO. This is way more interesting than GameCube NSO to me because this is completely unexpected. I did not think we would get a new EPD4 IP on the Switch 1. I really didn't. I mean, maybe this is a Switch 2 thing also. I mean, maybe it'll be on Switch 2. I assume it will be as part of the benefits of Switch Online. But I would have never expected there to be a new EPD4 game that is also this weird, crazy Roblox MMO metaverse experience. It's crazy. So let me know your thoughts. Subscribe here for more Nintendo Switch news, speculation, theories, discussion, coverage, all that fun stuff. Check out all the other videos I posted earlier today. I posted a lot today, so make sure you go check out those. And until next time, folks, peace.